And I don't want you to have to like freaking blast your headphones just to be able to hear me, which is not the case. But I don't know. I just be noticing like a lot more people be a lot louder than what I normally have my joint at. Normally, where I normally have my volumes at, man. But you know, we'll see how this goes because I don't want to be peaking also. You know what I'm saying with the actual audio. So, but it's not peaking right now, so what I'm saying, we should be chilling. But yeah, man, we're back. We're back with another episode. Um, the podcast is almost at the freaking Dub Club, almost there. This week has been crazy. It's been good. It's a highs and lows, just like any normal week, man. But let's get right into it, man. Welcome back to the Why I'm Geeked show. This is episode 19, bro. Episode 19. This is a big episode just because, this is the last teen episode, bro. Do y'all remember? Some of y'all might not even be over 20, but I remember when I was 19, bro. I was like, bro, I'm finna be 20. That's crazy, and that's 5 years later. I'm like, that I'm about to be 30. But it's crazy. It's crazy to be almost in a dub club. You know what I'm saying? I'm super excited for this episode. A lot of stuff went down this week, and I'm excited to talk about it. First thing being, man, Naomi Osaka, one of the greatest, the greatest. I don't even know why I'm laughing, but one of the greatest young athletes that we had in a long time, bro. Um, Not only is she getting the bag, you know what I'm saying, because she's performing at a super high level, but also she's sticking up for what's right and not just doing things just because that's what that's the way things have been done forever. You know what I'm saying? Prioritizing your mental health is always a super key thing to do, man. Because if your head's not right, bro, ain't nothing else gonna work. You know what I'm saying? So, I know pretty much everybody's been talking about it. Her leaving the tournament. You know what I'm saying? Just because she didn't want to do media at that point in time. She just wanted to focus on the actual game, like her actual performance. She didn't want to do any press, and they didn't like that. They was gonna fine her. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, "Nah, that's cool. You could just go ahead and do that." And then once she said that, they was like, "Wait, hold up, why?" You know what I'm saying? And then she was like, "Nah, I'm not finna go, bro. I'm not finna go. Like, I'm cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, y'all need me." She didn't say all this. This is me. That's how I'm looking at it, but uh, she dropped out the tournament, bro. She dropped out, getting ready for, you know, live to fight another day. You know what I'm saying? And it brought this uproar. You know what I'm saying? Not just in the tennis community, but just in sports in a whole as a whole, because um, a lot more athletes are trying to you know do what's right. You know what I'm saying? They have a lot more freedom than what they used to, um, especially in individual sports. Team sports, it can get a little tricky, especially if your contracts aren't guaranteed and stuff like that. But a lot more people are using their voices, man, and that's a key thing to do. And the way she went about it, it was never super demeaning and stuff like that. It was just straight to the point. This is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully I can respect that and respect my decision. But whether you do or not, this is how I'm finna go. You know what I'm saying? The way that she kind of handled this is kind of how I wish, Kyrie would do things, because Kyrie has been having this mental, not the mental battle, but this battle with the media for, the last few years. And, I don't think that anything that, he has said, um, in his eyes, like, you know what I'm saying, like, other than like calling people peons and like, you know, just coming for the character like out of nowhere, like, you know, like, and taking what could possibly be the mass majority, or, you know, a minority in the media group of, um you know, them doing what their job is, you know what I'm saying, like, it's tough to, like, you know, the way he be going about it is just like, like, you didn't have to say that. Like, I get where you're coming from, you know what I'm saying, you just want to play basketball, but this is part of it, you know what I'm saying. And you can take, you know what I'm saying, he can afford all the different fines and stuff like that, that, you know, would cause this, but you don't gotta call youngins like pawns, you know what I'm saying, like, that's a little, you know what I'm saying, that's a little, I don't necessarily agree with that, because everybody got to get, you know, get it how they live, you know what I'm saying, because, you know, some of these questions be wild, but, you know, for the most part, you know what I'm saying, I can definitely agree that, you know, people just trying to do their jobs, but, you know, that's besides the point, man. I'm trying not to cough. I don't know why. Um, but yeah, this joint, it's crazy out here. It's crazy out here. I don't know. I'm trying to recover from like trying not to cough for like 2 minutes just now. But yeah, no, Naomi bossed up, bro. Naomi bossed up, and I appreciate that just as a fan, bro. As a fan, because not a lot of people do that. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be different if she was like doing this and she was losing, like, you know what I'm saying, like, nah, she like second in the world, you know what I'm saying, and people go to the tournaments and watch these tournaments to see her, you know what I'm saying, she recognized that power, and, you know, it's dope to see that, bro. It's dope to see that. um but other than that, you know, the sports takes that I got for today, you know, is that, you know, the Lakers are done, bro. The Lakers and LA might be done. The Clippers are going into game 7. I don't know by the time you're hearing this if they won or not, but the Lakers lost. I had called it, bro. I called it. I thought it was gonna go way further than what it did, but, you know, they handle business, bro. The Suns handle business, and uh, I called it. I said there was going to be a dark horse in it. Like, if the seeds were reversed, you know what I'm saying, it'd be even crazier. Um, just because we all know that the Lakers aren't really a 7th seed. Uh, but, you know, they dealt with all those injuries, and now they are at the playoffs, you know what I'm saying, because they had to go up against the 2nd seed off E. You know, and Devin Booker don't be playing around, man. Devin Booker be going crazy. Um, but, you know, that's pretty much all the sports takes that I got for this week, man. Let's get into the entertainment side. So, last week and maybe the week prior, you know, we've getting a lot of gaming news on, you know, a whole bunch of games that's supposed to be dropping this year. You know, it's E3 time and stuff like that. PlayStation have been doing their own thing. Xbox, I don't know if they had an event yet. I don't really pay attention to Xbox, but you know, they had their whole little rollout for the games that were coming, and, you know, I had a couple games that I was looking to hear things from. One being Horizon Zero Dawn, the other being I'm blanking. God of War. God of War. God of War Ragnarok. And unfortunately, we're not going to get a God of War this year, at least from what I've seen. They're pushing it back to 2022, and that's probably because of the PS5 integration, and, you know, them basically being backed up from that, and probably pandemic and all that. But, you know, it's sad that we're not going to get it this year, but I'm excited regardless. You know, still one of my most anticipated games. I just played the first God of War, like, you know, updated one, for the first time, like, not too long ago, and that was like one of the best games I ever played, ever. and I'm just like excited for that, and just for to be able to play it on the PS5, man. Um, that experience is going to be insane. I can't wait to see how freaking good it looks. I can't wait for the story, man, because the way it ended with Thor, I was like, bro, we finna fight Thor. And we finna get rocked. And then the game was over. And I was like, oh my gosh, this joint's crazy. This joint's crazy. But, that's super sad that, they got to push that back. Horizon dropped a trailer. I did a reaction to that for, the gameplay and stuff like that. And I'm super excited for the game to come out. Ratchet and Clank's about to drop this weekend. So, definitely be on the lookout for that. I'm going to be streaming that. I've been playing Bioshock. I said Bioshock. I've been playing Biomutant regularly on stream. We're getting through that game. Probably end up quitting that game to play Ratchet and Clank, but after we play Ratchet and Clank, I'll probably get back into it. Just because Ratchet and Clank is a PS5, man, PS5 game, and Ratchet and Clank is a legacy game. It's a legacy PlayStation game, and I'm excited for that. But other than that, that's pretty much it for the gaming I got for you guys this week. I usually stick around, things that I really know a lot about, and that's sports, sports gaming. You know what I'm saying? Entertainment like movies and TV shows and stuff like that. Just stuff that I'm excited to see. I don't really have an order that I go in every single time, as y'all know from listening to this, but I still try to stick within it, and then go down the line of things like that. But some very big news, man. Some very big news dropped this week on the timeline, bro. If you're not following me on Twitter, definitely go check me out. Janato Sensei XV everywhere, man. Issa Rae, bro. Issa Rae, the GOAT, is dropping. Well, it's not even dropping, bro. She's gonna be Spider-Woman. She's gonna be Spider-Woman in the new Spideyverse movie, bro. Into the Spideyverse, the second one, the sequel. I didn't know there was gonna be a sequel. I knew it was gonna be one just based on like. I know I just said complete opposite things, but listen, stick with me. I knew that there was gonna be a sequel based on how good the movie did, but there was no real indication at the end of the movie to say like, we're going to continue with this. You know what I'm saying? Because this is an animated movie. Nothing else like it, in the market space of animated movie, especially like blockbuster joints like this. Spider-Man is my favorite like Marvel character. So I'm super excited for this, man. Like I literally got the poster in the back. Y'all can't see it on this screen, but if you normally tune into my videos and stuff like that, you'll see the poster hanging up because, for me, Into the Spideyverse was my favorite Spider-Man project of all time, and that's including all the like OG movies and stuff like that. Just because of not only the story that it told, but just the art behind it and just the way it was made, bro. Just like it really inspired me, and just like how relatable it is. You know what I'm saying? This is my favorite version of Miles. The game version of Miles is not, it's alright. Like, especially compared to, they definitely gave him, upgrade when, he got his own game. But in the original Spider-Man Marvel game on PlayStation 4, bro, I didn't really like Miles in that one. But, the Miles and Spideyverse, he's super, super confident. But that's besides the point. Issa Rae is going to be, the voice behind Spider-Woman. I think that's dope. Just she dipping dabbling, what I'm saying, get her toes wet in all these different spaces, and it's really cool to see. She also got Insecure dropping not like pretty soon. I think the Spideyverse movie is in 2022. I don't have an official date on that. I gotta look into that to see when that's dropping, because I gotta go see that, especially because theaters are back open. I actually went to go see my first movie this week too. I went to go see Cruella. That review will be dropping Monday. So the day you guys are hearing this, like audio wise, it's already gonna be on YouTube. And by the time, if you're listening or watching on the YouTube channel, it's already up. You know what I'm saying? It's already up. So definitely go check that joint out. Cruella was dope. The movie theater experience was, it was smooth, bro. It wasn't a whole bunch of people there. I literally went to the first show that day, so a lot of people were still at work and stuff like that. But I could see, I could see it probably not necessarily being packed by then, but people are outside now, and niggas are going to the movies. I literally, like, when I pulled up, somebody was asking me if it was open yet. And I didn't know if they was talking about, like, just in general, like, is it open, or was it just, like, open yet for the day? But, I quickly told I was like, man, I don't even know. Just because I didn't feel like, I didn't feel like talking. Cause I thought they was talking about, is it open yet? Because if we looked online, it said it wasn't open until 1. But the movie I got was for 12:20. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Long story short, it was open. But there was barely anybody in the theaters, man. It was probably like 5 people watching the movie. And that was cool just because, basically you had that joint to yourself. No random babies crying, you know what I'm saying? And the movie was dope. I wasn't really expecting Cruella to be such a... What's the word? I don't know, entertaining? Entertaining is not the word, but, like, because I knew it was going to be dramatic, but I thought it was going to be more... I guess I thought it was going to be more theatrical than it was, like, or dramatic than I thought it was going to be, like, as entertaining as it was, because it gives basically, the backstory and, origin story for Cruella de Vil, and it was dope. And as far as like a first like movie experience, you know what I'm saying, like since COVID, like in a year's time, it was dope. Popcorn tastes just like it used to, you know what I'm saying. Judge me if you will. But that joke was smacking. But other than that, that's pretty much it for entertainment, movies, all that stuff, man. Next up on the list, let's talk YouTube, man, and just content. So this week, freaking got a major studio upgrade. It's not something you will see here specifically. This is more so for like growth apparel stuff and just Instagram and pictures and all that stuff and possible other engagements. I guess is the word. Like basically, I got some lights. I got some studio lights. I got some. I got a backdrop. You know what I'm saying. And I got lapel mic. So all the stuff that you guys are going to start seeing soon for like just as far as growth content, all this stuff, like everything I pretty much do, I basically, either do it myself or get the help of some of my friends to create that content. But it was important to, get something that, not to say I don't have to rely on other people for it, but be able to just do what I need to do, like, at that time, like, if I get a new sample in and I want to take some product shots, I can do that, you know what I'm saying, like, if I'm recording a segment for the documentary I'm working on, I can do that, anything that I need to do for myself, like, that requires, like, white background, like, whether it's stuff for merch or anything, the podcast, possible podcast stuff, interviews or anything, like I could do it from there. It's not a permanent setup, but I purchased the equipment for it, and I set it all up, it was dope. Yeah, I'm probably gonna start seeing some of that stuff come to fruition over the next few days and weeks. 'Cause, we got the drop coming up June 15th. Um, so definitely, peep that Giant Growth Apparel. Y'all know the vibes, man. But yeah, and it was super exciting just because like I could see it, bro. I can literally see it. It's starting to come together of, just being able to not only create, but also start helping other people do the same thing. Whether they need product shots or headshots or, they want to do a photo shoot, just broadening my horizons of things that I can do and I can provide value with, because eventually I do want to have my own, like, production company, just in general, just because, like, all the stuff that I have learned over the years, whether it's, me doing it myself or, the team that eventually will be built, we all collaborate in to create something dope. That's what the goal is. What I'm saying? This is the first steps to that. So I'm super excited about that, man. It's going to suck, like, taking it down and putting it back up, taking it down, putting it back up. But, just know when we put it up, I mean, some stuff is really about to get done, and it's just super exciting. And, I'm appreciative to be able to have the space to do that, and yeah, we steady grinding, bro. But other than like the major studio update, man, YouTube is weird, bro. Like I've talked about this before, multiple times actually. But the YouTube struggle sometimes of just like getting into your own head about like some videos doing super well, and then you trying to do this, repeat success, and it don't really work out the same. It can be super frustrating. And one thing that I realized over this last week, and it's not something new, what I'm saying, but like just something I've come to just, I guess, accept and just be okay with, is that every day is not going to be perfect. What I'm saying, every day is not going to be a super good day. Like some days it just is what it is. And with the way I do things now, like from the time that I freaking started this podcast to now, I'm a completely different type of content creator. Like I'm doing daily videos now. I post like multiple times a day on Instagram and stuff like that across multiple accounts. Like it's a whole different type of grind. What I'm saying? Whereas before it was more like long form based, but now it's like short and sweet, but a whole lot. And one thing like that, I'm learning. It's all nuance, bro. It's all nuance. So like trying to force something is difficult, because when you make something or you record something, like just like this podcast, like you want to put it out. Like at least that's how I feel. What I'm saying? Like I don't everything that I do, like I use pretty much. Like other than like when it comes to like photos and stuff, like I always pick the best one. But like if I'm recording, like regardless of how many times it takes, I'm gonna get what I need to get and then put that video out, and it's gonna make sense. But most recently, just because I don't know, like I was like I had a block, I guess, like a creative block. Like I didn't know what I wanted to make a video for on Friday, and I had an idea of what it could be, what I'm saying, but I kind of just like forced it to be what it was. And I think the video reflected that, bro. Not because it wasn't like I didn't put like effort into the video. I did the same thing I do all the time, but um I just knew, because of how difficult it was to come up with a title for it that was genuine and made sense to made sense for like what it was. Like I got to the point where it was like I was trying to come up with a title, and I couldn't do it. Like I couldn't figure it out. Like because like I was like, dang. So what is this video even based on? Because it was just like a recap of the episode when you know. If you don't know what video I'm referencing, it's the most recent Why I'm Geek. I mean, not Why I'm Geek, but Janato Explained video on the Bad Batch, and I could have just uh, focused on the Cruella video, and then if something came to me like specifically, what I'm saying, like then I would make a video on the Bad Batch, but it's all like timing, because it's like it's based off of passion too, because like when I realized like the way I do things, not only just recording but like just the way I edit and all the stuff, man. I went from doing like one take videos, and you hear all the uhs and the pauses and stuff like that, like to having super edited videos, to the point where I'm at now, where it's like these super edited videos, or chopped up videos, like every breath it's just like constantly, like what I'm saying, constant dialogue. It's like, if it don't make sense, like sometimes I be finding like myself, like stuff I be thinking about in the moment doesn't always correlate to what I actually say, because I could be thinking about like something that I want to talk about, like a few, I guess, sentences later, but I might skip ahead, what I'm saying, and that comes down to storytelling and stuff like that. But if I had like a script, then I could read the script, but then it sounds like I'm reading. I don't know. This is getting like super, super minute into, how I record and stuff. But, the moral of the story was that, like, when it came to, like, I knew it wasn't really a good video because of how difficult it was to not only just come up with a title, but also a thumbnail, you know? So I went back to a more simplistic type of thumbnail style that I think I'm going to continue, just because, like, not only does it, like, to me at least, look better, but it just, like, emphasizes it being, like, to not to explain more, because I was realizing, like, yo, like, I got this logo, right, the Janato Explain logo, and then I also got a whole bunch of words on the side of it. Like, yes, they're reading the title of the video, or like the secondary title, or the attention grabber title of the video, but they're also reading Janato Explain, and it's the same font, like generally the same size, and there's just a lot going on, what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have the main focal point. Now I'm gonna have the main focal point of the video as the main part of the thumbnail, and then Janato Explain being the the tagline or whatever. Like, what I'm saying? Like, you'll know when you see this is the type of video that you're going to see. And I think that it translates well for the Stamper Nah videos. I think it'll transfer well for these. And it just made me realize, like, don't try to force stuff. Because that's literally what it was. That's what it felt like. By the time I finished editing it, I felt like what I was saying was true. But in context, it didn't really make sense. I just knew I wanted to make that type of video for a long time, but I feel like the timing had passed for that. Like, I should have went and made that video anyway earlier and then dropped it, but that was before I was doing double uploads. Like, that was when I was just strictly Monday through Friday, nothing in between, nothing after, what I'm saying, like strict, just because I wanted people to have something to look forward to. But now, I'm realizing it's like, you know, it's more of a flow that you have to develop, and I'm going to continue to develop it. But yeah, man, you have to take control of, like, you know, if it's not working, just don't put it out. You know what I'm saying? And or not necessarily don't put it out, but you know, do it when you're supposed to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel. Because like I said, like with YouTube, I just feel like I gotta put it out. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Because not only is it like a good reminder for me, but also, you know, it doesn't hurt. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't hurt because the video's gonna be still the same quality. You know what I'm saying? Just the title and thumbnail jacked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they don't click on it, they don't click on it. But you know, I gotta have proof. I gotta be able to document, like, you know, these times, man. I got to, just because I think it'll help out in the long run. But that's, you know, that's part of the game when you're doing daily uploads. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna have off days. You know what I'm saying? That's the only real downside to it. You know, other than, like, you know, having to be on top of it at all times. But I figure, like, it'll be a lot easier when I get my sleep schedule together, because for me, like, I'm taking ownership of this, man. Like, I have to take control of my schedule if I want to, you know, get to the place I want to get to. I'm recording this at 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, and if you're listening to this at this point, I appreciate y'all, because this is a long episode. But I'm recording this live on Twitch, you know, but it's at 4 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. That's wild. That's a wild time to do it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that has to do with the day that I choose, or, you know, whatever the case may be. But it don't have to be like this. You know what I'm saying? like, yo, I could, like, and granted, I was doing stuff earlier, but, like, for me, it's not so much me not getting enough sleep. It's the falling asleep part, you know, and I'm taking ownership of that. You know what I'm saying? I went out there, got me some melatonin. You know what I'm saying? So usually I try to shut it down at 4. You know what I'm saying? 4 o'clock I'm going to sleep, or at least stop working, you know, so that, you know, I get 8 hours, wake up at noon, and then we back on the grind. You know what I'm saying? That's like, if my day was perfect, like I was saying before, that's what I would do. You know, and then upload at noon, or 12:15, whatever time, whatever video that I had for that day. You know what I'm saying? And it's tough, bro. It's tough falling asleep. I don't have problems staying asleep. It's the falling asleep part. And you know, it's been like that since school. Honestly, it's probably been like that forever. But, you know, it really got hyped up as far as, like, you know, how late it would get once, you know, I was on architecture time. But, you know, I'm going to fix it, bro. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to take ownership of it, you know. I'm going to do what I got to do, because, you know, when you up throughout the day, I feel like you can get a lot more done, and you have more opportunities to do stuff involving other people. You know, so that's what I'm gonna work towards, man. That's pretty much all I got for today. It's a pretty long episode, but I'm gonna catch y'all later, man. Hit that subscribe button on whatever platform you're listening to the podcast on. Hit that follow button, whatever it is, bro. I don't really even know, because this joint goes out to a lot of different places. But, you know, I appreciate all the love and support. You know, you can be listening to anything in the world right now, but decided to check this podcast out, man. And I appreciate that. Yeah, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. That's all I got. I'm gonna catch y'all next week for episode 20, man, the Dub Club. And yeah, y'all be easy, man. Y'all the vibes. Always keep growing, see you going, Speedboy G. And go. Peace.